Do you always say, I don't know, when you're not sure about something? We all do that sometimes, but native speakers have so many other ways to say it, and they sound way more natural. So in this video, you're going to learn 10 easy alternatives to say, I don't know. Some sound polite, some sound casual, but all of them will help you sound more fluent and confident when you speak English. I'm not sure. This is one of the most natural and polite ways to say, I don't know. Native speakers use it all the time at work, with friends, or even in interviews. It sounds softer than, I don't know, and it shows you're being careful with your answer instead of sounding unsure or uninterested. You can also add short phrases to make it sound even more natural. For example, I'm not sure actually. I'm not really sure about that. I'm not sure to be honest. All right. Let's hear how it sounds in a real conversation.
Is Sarah coming today?
I'm not really sure about that. Maybe you can text her. It sounds calm, polite, and totally natural, not too formal, not too casual. I have no idea. This one is casual and super common in daily English. It means the same as, I don't know, but it sounds stronger, like you really don't know at all. You'll hear native speakers say this all the time with a little laugh or surprise in their voice. It's perfect for friendly conversations, but not for formal situations. You can also make it sound even more natural by adding a bit of emotion. Try saying, I honestly have no idea, or I have no idea at all. All right, let's hear it in real conversations.
Why is the store closed today?
I honestly have no idea. Maybe it's a holiday. It sounds natural, relaxed, and easy to use with friends or family. I'm not certain. This one is more formal than I'm not sure. It's great for work, meetings, or presentations when you want to sound a bit more professional. It means the same as I don't know, but it feels more careful and polite. Native speakers often use it when they're giving an opinion, but don't want to sound as strong. You can also combine it with other words to sound more natural. I'm not certain about that. Or, I'm not entirely certain. All right, let's listen to some examples.
Do you think this plan will work?
I'm not certain, but it's definitely worth trying. So remember, I'm not certain is your go-to phrase when you want to sound polite, professional, and thoughtful. I can't say for sure. This phrase sounds thoughtful and polite, like you want to give an honest answer, but you don't want to guess. It's perfect when you're not completely sure about something, but you want to sound respectful and calm. You will often hear native speakers use it in both casual and professional situations. It's softer than saying, I don't know, and it shows that you're being careful with your words. You can also say, I can't say for sure, but I think, or I can't really say for sure. All right, let's listen to some examples.
Do you think it's going to rain today?
I can't say for sure, but it looks pretty cloudy. It sounds polite and natural, like you're giving your best answer without pretending to know everything. Let me check. This one is super useful and sounds very natural in everyday English. You use it when you don't know something right now, but you're willing to find the answer. It's polite, proactive, and shows that you care enough to help. Not just say, I don't know, and stop there. You can also say, let me check and get back to you. Or, I'm not sure, but let me check real quick. All right, let's hear how it sounds in real conversations.
Can you tell me if the restaurant is still open?
I'm not sure, let me check on Google Maps. It sounds helpful, polite, and confident. A great way to keep the conversation going naturally. That's a good question. This one is perfect when you need a few seconds to think, or when you honestly don't know the answer, but want to sound polite and positive. Instead of saying, I don't know, you can say, that's a good question. It shows that you're listening, and it gives you a moment to think before answering. You can even add something after it to sound more natural. That's a good question. I haven't thought about that before. Or, that's a good question. Maybe it depends. All right, let's hear it in a conversation.
What do you think makes a good leader?
That's a good question. I'd say someone who listens and inspires others. It's friendly, thoughtful, and gives you time to think. Perfect for small talk or interviews. I'll find out. This phrase is great when you don't know something right now, but you plan to look for the answer. It sounds confident, responsible, and helpful, especially in work or study situations. Instead of just saying, I don't know, You're showing that you'll take action to learn the answer. Native speakers often use this in offices, classrooms, or anytime they need to follow up. You can also say, I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Or, let me find out and get back to you. All right, let's hear it in a real conversation.
Can you tell me who's in charge of this project?
I'll find out and send you an update later today. It sounds proactive and reliable. A much better choice than just saying, I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that. This one sounds polite and professional, perfect for work, study, or formal situations. It means you don't know the answer right now, but you'll check and tell the person later. It's a softer, more professional way to say, I'll find out. You can use it in emails, meetings, or even interviews when you need time to confirm something. You can also make it shorter and more casual. Let me get back to you on that. Or I'll get back to you once I find out. All right, let's hear how it sounds in real conversations.
Do you know how much the new software costs?
I'm not sure right now, but I'll have to get back to you on that. It sounds professional, polite, and confident. A perfect phrase for work or formal English. I'll need to think about that. This one is great when you don't have an answer yet, but you want to sound thoughtful instead of unsure. It's perfect for interviews or serious discussions when you need a second to organize your ideas. It shows that you're not guessing. You're taking time to give a careful answer. You can also say, I'll need a moment to think about that. Or, let me think about that for a second. All right, let's hear it in conversation.
What's the most important skill for success?
I'll need to think about that. Maybe. Communication skills. It sounds calm, confident, and natural, like you're taking your time to answer instead of rushing. Beats me. This one is very casual and sounds supernatural in everyday English. It's another way to say, I don't know, but it's more relaxed and even a bit playful. You'll hear friends use it when they really have no idea and they're not worried about it. It's great for informal situations, but don't use it in serious or professional contexts. You can also add a little emotion or humor to make it sound natural. All right, let's hear it in conversation.
Who's going to win the game tonight?
Beats me. Both teams look strong. It's short, funny, and sounds just like how native speakers talk every day. And that's it. 10 easy and natural ways to say, I don't know. Now, you don't have to repeat the same phrase every time. Try using these expressions in your daily conversations. You'll sound more confident, natural, and fluent in no time. Which phrase was your favorite? Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear your answer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.